Push P. Yeah, push P. Turn me up. Turn me up, P. Corners in the paddock, gave my piece. Push P. Cop new hammers for my P. We don't want.
Hey, what's going on, Cree Crew? This is Cree Cree, and thank you so much for clicking on my video. I truly do appreciate you. Yes, I know this is a very different type of video from what I usually do. I'm usually not on camera, and I'm usually having, videos and clips going on while I'm talking in the background. But I decided to do something a little bit different this time, just to see how it goes. Just kind of give a bit of a change of pace a little bit. Just to see how this turns out, and if I like it, I may keep doing it like this. I may keep going back to the other way. I don't know. But I'm just trying some stuff here. I've been getting some random emails. I get random emails from a website by the name of Quora. I believe it's pronounced Quora, Quora, right? And honestly, I don't even know how I even started getting those videos. How I even started getting those emails, but they just kind of started coming to me. And at first I was going to unsubscribe to it so I could, so they could stop spamming my inbox. But I didn't. And I still kept getting the emails. But after a while, I started getting emails from them. I started getting, I guess you could say like their digest emails. And I started getting emails about like love and relationships. And I started reading through them. And some of the things that they talked about, some of the questions that were asked were pretty interesting. I don't know if you're very familiar with Quora. It's kind of like one of those question answer type of forum websites, kind of like Reddit, if you can imagine that. And there were a lot of those type of relationship questions that they post, and random people give answers to it and everything. And I thought it would kind of be a cool idea to kind of go through some of those, read them, and then just kind of give my opinion and my answer on them, instead of typing my answer out on there. I decided to just make a video about it and kind of post it on here, just to, like I said, just a bit of a change of pace, if you will. And then, of course, you can give your thoughts and opinions on those questions as well. So this is one that came through my email maybe a couple of weeks ago. And I figured it was a pretty interesting question, pretty interesting topic. So I figured we'd start with that one on this video. So here is the post that I came across that actually came into my email just randomly. And as you can see, the name, I did kind of blur the name out and kind of etched out the face just a little bit, just to protect the identity of that individual. But I did want to talk about this one. And let's read this one. Let's read this one together. So the post reads, "My husband had a 2-year affair. He moved our entire family to the town his mistress lives in to be with her, 1 hour away. Sold our house, which forced us to rent in this terrible housing crisis. Promised to marry her. Changed his job. I'm a stay-at-home mom with a $10K pay cut. Then moved out and bought his own car, all to be with her. I told his family, his new job, old job, and the kid what he did." Maybe that was supposed to be kids. I'm not sure. "I feel awful, but it did make him choose me and come back finally. He hasn't been the same, but blames it on the new antidepressant meds he's on. Will we ever work it out? He treated me so bad, like I was nothing. I love him and can't have a life without him after 8 years of relationship together. Does he still love her? Will he always? Help. I'm a single lady for now. I need a soulmate long-term relationship with trust and respect. I'm gonna need you to get it together with the punctuations, honey. I'm having a hard time reading that. Okay, ma'am. Let me just say this here. You are wanting a soulmate, long-term relationship with trust and respect. You know what? I'm a hold your hand. I'm gonna hold your hands tightly as I tell you this, but you're not gonna get it from him. You that's not gonna happen. You're not gonna get it from him, honey. I'm sorry to break that to you. That man already made his choice. He made his choice. He made his choice when he decided to uproot you and your entire family an hour away to rent some crappy house or an apartment just to be closer to her. It was done then. He already made his decision. And then it's not even like he came back to you willingly. He basically was forced to come back to you because you pretty much told everybody what he did. You called his old job, his new job. You told his family. You told your kids. You pretty much didn't leave him no choice but to come back crawling to you with his tail between his legs. I mean, what else was he supposed to do? Now, do not get me wrong. I'm in no way, shape, or form condoning what that man did to you, because what he did was absolutely f***ed up, okay? Because he already had this planned out. He had this mapped out for it had to been maybe at least a year. You talking about selling the house and moving across. That wasn't something, I don't think that was a spur of the moment type of a decision. That was something that he planned out. Him and that other mistress planned out, and you were the last one to know about it, and he just kind of blindsided you when you got there. So yeah, it was extremely messed up that he did that. But again, what your answer to that wasn't really the answer that I think that you were looking for, because yeah, he came back, but it wasn't. It's never going to be the same. It's never going to be the same. The trust is gone. There's betrayal that's slapping you in the face. When he did come back to you, I'm sure in the back of your mind, you probably still thinking that. Of course, you still thinking that he's still seeing her. He's definitely still probably seeing her now, because now they're closer together, or at least possibly still having conversations with her. So yeah, you got your man back, but I mean, did you really get him back? I don't think you really did. And then another thing that I see on here is that you said that it did make him choose you and come back finally. So that means that you've had to pretty much go through some drastic measures just to even get him to come back. I mean, well, it's all there. You told his family, his old job, his new job. You told everybody. You pretty much put him on blast. And more than likely, you probably did some things, and and he still wasn't budging. He still wasn't moving. So you pretty much had to hit below the belt for him to finally come back, which means that he was not doing that willingly. He basically did not. You basically gave him no choice but to come back. And I don't know if that's what you really wanted. I don't think you wanted it like that, but it's definitely not going to be what you think it's going to be. Yeah, he's back in the house, but he don't love you. He don't love you. Maybe he does love you, but don't love you like that no more. And that's just something that you just gonna have to accept. And I know, I hear people say it all the time. Well, you need to fight for your relationship. You need to fight for your love. And sometimes it just ain't even worth the fight. It's just not worth the fight. Once somebody has made that type of decision, there is usually no coming back from that. If you want them to come back, then they're gonna have to make that decision on their own. You forcing them to do it is not going to go the way that you want it to go. Because if it was me, child, I would have just let him go. Just let him go. Let him go be with that raggedy heifer and see how green that grass is over there, and see if he come crawling back then. But you let him go. Don't try to force nothing. Don't post nothing online. I ain't gonna post nothing online. I ain't gonna put him on blast. I ain't gonna do none of that. Because everybody don't need to know. all that. So I would just say, let him go out there, and you want to go out there and do what you need to do. Do what you feel like you got to do until he gets to the point where he come crawling back to you. Because then now you got leverage. And then that way you can make that decision on whether or not you even want to take him back or not. But you have that decision. You're not forcing anything. It's gonna come the way that it comes. The ball will be in your court at that point, but even then I still wouldn't take his ass back. Because what for? If he ain't happy with you, he ain't happy with you. If he come back to you, then all he gonna do is either he gonna go back to her or he gonna find somebody else to go back to. So my advice, if you want a soulmate in a long-term relationship with trust and respect, know your worth, move on, and find somebody else that will give you that. Because once again, you're not going to get that from him. It's not going to happen, baby. I'm sorry to tell you that. But it's done. That your marriage, your relationship, it's over. But anyway, Creek Crew, what is y'all take on that? Are you agreeing with her? Are you saying that she should have done what she did and she should have fought until he came back and they try to work on whatever they're gonna work on? Or are you like, hey, look, take it as an L, find somebody new, move on, and and rethink the choices in your life? I'm just saying. Anyway, thank y'all so much for watching. I do appreciate it. And do not forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I'll see y'all in the next video. My name is Cree Cree. Y'all be easy.